What's up, you guys? I am Jessie, and welcome to the 10 Under podcast, the most famous podcast in the entire Permian Basin area.
That actually might be true.
I think that might be true. We'll stick with that. That's a fact. Don't look that up.
Yeah.
I'm brought to you by, I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm joined here by my amazing co-host,
Nathan.lavalley.
We don't have any sponsors. We are not brought to you by anybody, but maybe someday.
We're brought to you by the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Praise Jesus. All right, and we have two super cool guests. Guys, introduce yourselves.
I'm Elijah Wall.
I'm Dylan Smith.
Cool. And we'll be talking about a myriad of cool topics. I'm just excited to be hanging out with these really cool guys, and let's jump into it.
Oh man, that Keemstar intro though.
That was bad. Let's get right into the news.
Into the news.
So bad.
All right, this is 10 Under, you guys.
Woo! So, gentlemen. Oh, okay. Now we're starting. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Kind of bored, I guess. Like, not right now.
Right now on this
right
podcast.
now.
I've bbeen bored.
Okay. Wow, well, hopefully we can change that for you, Dylan. Elijah, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. The gyms are back open.
Yeah.
I can't talk. The gyms are opening, and so yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I got a crunch. I don't know where y'all go, if you go anywhere.
Just my school.
The school. Midland
great.
Christian. Yeah, it's nice to be out in public again for sure. Nathan, how are you doing today?
I'm well. Yeah. So we're kind of back in the office full swing now. It's good to be back on that schedule.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful for that. Did not get much sleep last night though. Watching Space Force. Steve Carell. I don't know that I can give it a thumbs up for students to go watch it because there's quite a bit of language, but it's funny. I'll say that it's funny. I know a lot of.
Wasn't as good as The Office.
Well, it's definitely not as good as The Office.
Yeah, it can never be. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, Jessie?
You know, I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here. I had like 3 cups of coffee, so I'm just kind of like, whoa. And I'm drinking McDonald's Dr. Pepper.
Oh my.
We are not brought to you by McDonald's, but that's what I had for lunch. So I feel a little like, wow. It's okay. Wow. Wow. Like, yeah.
Here's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I want to hear your guys' best Jessie impersonation.
But then you have to do. Well, I want to hear a Nathan impression as well. So first, Jessie, round 1.
Okay.
It's okay to be offensive. It's fine.
I mean, offensive towards Jessie.
Yeah, towards me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full.
Not just fully offensive.
Totally. Those are cussing. Yeah.
Let me go first?
No, you can do
I'm
it.
so nervous.
Oh my gosh. Yes. You're like,
Yes.
you're always going like, yes.
That's
and,
actually pretty good.
pretty extra.
Kudos.
Wow.
Kudos. Okay, Elijah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sound like
Oh my
Yoshi.
goodness. Zoom in on that at
For
home.
real though. Love that. Okay.
Clapping like a
Yeah.
dolphin.
Do I clap like this, guys? Like a seal? I don't know.
No.
Maybe.
Jesse's more of a snapper, not a clapper.
I do like to snap. Snaps. Okay. Nathan impression.
I don't have any mannerisms.
I don't know.
I don't have any notable mannerisms. Are you kidding me?
He totally does.
You're like a YouTuber. You're like any other. What's going, guys?
Yes. Yeah. What's
You're
up,
like-
you guys?
And
Just a YouTuber?
You like stop and you're like, hi. Yep. Doing well. you just take long pauses and then you say something
You
really
make
short.
faces. You make those like.
Wow.
Yeah, like that. you look around.
Literally that face. Yeah.
That face?
Yeah.
You have
What's
a
that
face.
face? Do that face. Just like
don't
eye
move your
movement?
head and you.
Yeah. Don't look at your
This eye
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, and you.
That's what you do
It's like
all
a-
the time.
yeah.
What?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Okay, Elijah. Nathan.
I'll just do the same as Dylan. What's up, guys? You're back with another podcast. Yeah, another one.
Another one.
Another one.
DJ Khaled.
Yes.
Love that. Okay, great. So
Jake.
I'm gonna.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be wild.
It's gonna
I
be a
can
fun
already tell.
podcast. Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you guys today. I'm gonna start us off with some current events. So this is going to take a little bit more of a serious note just for a little bit. But I'm sure you guys have heard of like all of the riots and the unrest going on right now in our country, which is just, there's just a lot with that. So apparently there are over 20 different cities in the U.S. alone that are rioting.
Yeah.
So we definitely pray for like the safety of everybody in those cities. We pray for peace. And we pray for justice for those who have been wronged by the police. But we don't, I don't know, it's a hard thing to talk about. There's injustice, but we want people to be safe. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. I saw, my parents live in Washington right next to Portland. And they were telling me how Portland is just destroyed. Like millions of dollars of damage. And I know that, like that downtown area well. Yeah. And like they were telling me about some of the stores that were looted and like where I got my wife's wedding ring looted, and it's just, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think it's good intentions, but the wrong actions. Like people shouldn't just go destroy things because they're mad. They should try and find a legitimate solution to the problem.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they start out as peaceful, and then like third-party people like just came in and start making it like riots instead of peaceful protests, and they started looting things, and they made it Black Lives Matter, but really they just wanted to loot. And
yeah, from what I've heard, there were peaceful protesters not doing anything wrong, but then a third party like came in. Those who just wanted like anarchy and just the chance to loot took that opportunity to do that.
Do you
which is
come
really
out
sad.
ahead after you loot? Like, do you have lots of money after you? Like, is there gain to be had by looting, or is it just the pure chaos that they're after?
It could be a mixture of both.
I
feel like the people who go in and like initially like destroy things are probably doing it just for the chaos.
Yeah.
And then people come in afterwards and like, oh, like Walmart's being like taken over, I'll just go in and get some stuff.
Yeah. And then there's Kevin during the fire alarm. He just smashes the vending machines and takes all the bags of chips.
I mean, it's your opportunity.
You know what I hate about this, though? The thing that I absolutely hate about this is that this has become something that has to be politically charged.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like you can't say anything about it because on one side you're taking a stance, or if you say one thing, you're taking a stance. Why can't we just say equality for everyone and violence is wrong all around?
Yeah.
But that's like a political stance, you know?
I feel like it's harder than that than just saying equal rights.
Yeah.
You can't control everyone.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So we'll definitely be praying for that situation. On other news, I think this is really cool, and it ties in with the whole Netflix Space Force that has been released with Steve Carell. For the first time in history, NASA astronauts have launched from American soil in a commercially built and operated American crew spacecraft on its way to the International Space Station. So apparently that is like a big deal. It's called the SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft, which is the most legit name I've ever heard. But
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's super cool. It was launched Saturday, I believe. So that's exciting for all of those who like are interested in like Elon Musk, Mars.
I'm very interested in Elon
Musk. Specifically Elon Musk for the memes. But yeah, we're getting back into space, and I think that's really cool. So I have a question for you guys. Would you, if you had the opportunity, go to Mars?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
100%.
Knowing that you would die on the way there because of how far away it is.
It's fine.
Is it like 2 years?
It's totally
He's cool with it, yeah.
Well, how?
It's the ride of a lifetime, though. How incredible would that be to like look out, you're in space? I don't know. It'd be legit.
Yeah, it depends on what's happening in my life. Like, if I'm married and I have kids, no.
No.
But if I'm old, probably.
Yeah, it's like, why not, right? So how far is it to Mars, Nathan?
I don't just want to say the first thing that pops up because I'd hate to put misinformation out there.
About 20 feet.
About 20 feet. Well, it's 34 million miles.
Not bad.
I feel like it's a few years, but I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure.
I can't tell you.
It's not apparent. You know, the Google is putting at the top and highlighting 7 months, but I
That's
mean
not bad.
6 to 8 months. I don't know. There's no way. There's no way. Nothing is knowable.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Wow.
So there you go. Nathan, would you go to Mars?
I would not go to Mars.
Would you go to the moon?
I would go to the moon.
I feel like it's like a week trip, right? Like 7 days to
Yeah.
get there, right? That's not
More.
bad.
I mean, even if it's a month or two,
Yeah, I feel
that's
like
different
That's not as
than
bad
missing
as like
a
the
year.
Mars of your family's lives. Yeah.
Like my kids are just growing at such a crazy rate. I'd hate to miss any of that.
Or
know?
take them to Mars with you.
Little baby spacesuit.
That'd be really
I
cute,
don't think they
honestly.
allow like really old people, or really young people.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I don't think they allow people to go to Mars.
Not yet.
They don't allow children on Mars.
Specifically, yeah.
They have rules against that there.
No children, yes. But okay, awesome. I'm gonna pass it over to Mr. Nathan.
All right. Well, what did you guys land on to be discussing today?
Yes. What is our topic?
How do you stay connected to friends and to church during quarantine?
Ooh, nice.
Connected. Okay.
So what are your initial thoughts on that? Let me ask you that. Just kind of paint the picture for me.
Like, what do you like?
Yeah, so
What
like
do you mean?
like any topic that we arrive at on this podcast is normally there because there's a problem, and like there's a reason to talk about it because there's an issue. So like paint to me the issue of this, of like, you know, going from connecting with your friends on a daily basis face to face, and what that's looked like, and kind of how you've dealt with that.
I feel like it's hard just because it's such a sudden change.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's good for us too, because it's really forcing us to adapt
Okay.
to a different lifestyle. I feel like that's necessary for people growing. But I just really said this question because it's something a lot of people are dealing with, like how to stay connected and with your church and friends. Like, I just feel like it's tough for people to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Elijah?
I feel like seeing people in person is kind of, it's a lot more fun than just texting someone or like FaceTime. And church is a lot different because you can't hear anyone with you, and it's different.
Yeah. Now, were you guys here this last Sunday?
Yes.
Yes and no.
I was not.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to dive
Okay,
into
no,
that.
no.
But
Yeah.
What? It's like,
Dylan is out of the loop here.
I'll tell you after.
Yeah, it was a weird Sunday back.
Okay, good. I hope.
He missed out on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's all
texted
little.
you about it.
You did? No, you didn't.
Dylan doesn't respond.
That's okay.
Dylan doesn't respond to
Oh,
texts.
called out.
Sunday morning, I texted you.
Well, is it about? Well,
Yeah.
I'll talk about
After
later
the
because y'all
podcast.
went after the podcast.
No, it's so staying connected is hard. Church is different right now, and for a lot of reasons, but it's different because of coronavirus specifically. What have you guys done to try to stay connected?
For my family, we've kind of been just doing church at home together, and like we listen to a sermon online and then do worship together as a family. And I've liked that a lot because it's really intimate, and it's just small room. You're just with your family. There's no one to really like judge you. So
That's awesome.
For me, I've really taken church as a personal, like not with my family, but more like personal. Like I pray every night, like by myself. I listen to music more. That's something I've really done more than, like for church. I've been listening to music more. But I feel like that's how I've connected to God mostly.
Yeah, it's kind of through personal spiritual development.
Yes.
Nice. Jesse, what have you done? On the flip side, as a youth minister.
Yeah, so it's been a weird transition for us. You know, our job is very social, and it's all about like interacting with you guys. So it's really weird when it all becomes online, and we're like not even allowed to really meet with you guys.
Yeah.
So that's been a weird twist. I know we've just been missing hanging out with you guys. And for me, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely an extrovert, so I've been dying. I've just been dying.
I'm dying inside.
And I think Nathan's done better than me, but I'm sure he's pretty done with the whole.
I'm pretty done.
Yeah.
I'm definitely pretty done. I'm excited to be getting back. We'll be getting back this next Wednesday. For the first time.
June 10th.
Some people might not be able to be there. It's impossible to plan around everyone. But we will be shaving my head on that Wednesday.
It's going to be a big deal, guys.
People.
But what we're going to do is like a fundraiser. So
yeah, if you donate money, like any amount of money, you get to
towards a cause.
Yes,
it's not
we'll have a
us,
specific. No, we don't get the money.
Yeah,
And this is the cause right here.
We're raffling off Nathan's hair. No, I'm just kidding.
But
Walk bag, just
honestly,
portion it off.
you should get like a crazy like thing in your hair before you cut it.
Like what?
Like in your side, like get some waves or
Yeah,
like
like a
lines
shape
or
or
something.
I've tried it. You can't see it on my head because my
can't.
hair color is similar to the color of my scalp. So like I've tried to do. No, I can't see it.
Bummer. But yes, we'll be shaving his head.
Mm-hmm.
The person who donates the most money gets to be the first one to.
Or the eyebrows.
Oh, no.
Yes, all
That's-
the hair.
that's not
all of
$100
it.
for the eyebrows.
This little
That's
bit
not-
right
that's
here?
not on the line.
Yeah.
That's not
Dylan
on the
gets
line.
The chin.
Let it be recorded. That is not on the line. That is not an option.
We'll see. It's fine.
It is definitely not an option.
But for charity.
Nope. Shaving the top is charity enough.
Yeah.
Now you guys haven't been cutting your hair, right?
Nope.
Tell me about that.
How's your experience with the long hair?
It's just normal. It's been longer.
It's been longer before.
Been longer. In like 6th grade, it looked horrible when it was this. When it was longer than this, but I can probably make it. I'm starting to wear bucket hats more.
Bucket hats?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's like those hats that like fishermen wear, and they put little hooks on them. It's like
It's just to keep the hair out of my
Yeah, it's like-
eyes and stuff.
It's like fabric around like that.
Yeah,
That's all the way
yeah,
around.
that's your
Yeah,
goal.
yeah. Like an American sombrero.
But all the way to the
Description of it, yeah.
Wait.
That's a good
That
analogy.
is good.
American
That is good,
sombrero.
Love that.
Wow.
Into the summer, like all the way to the end. We're not cutting it. It's gonna be pretty nice.
Man.
Yeah. I like my hair with the baseball hat because I play baseball and it looks better that way.
Yeah, you've got
That's
like
fine.
a wave, like a big old poofy wave going.
Maybe you
that's
guys
good.
could shave your heads for charity?
I'm not
for
shaving
charity.
my head.
At the end of the summer. I
No.
mean, come
I'll cut
on.
it short, but
Yeah.
not.
I'm
No,
not
yeah, shave it
cutting
down.
it.
Yeah,
Until
shave
the
it
school tells me to.
down. What?
Is there
that could be forever.
Is there a length?
There's a length.
Is it like
Yes.
shoulder is too long,
Very
or what
strict.
is the
Ears.
Ears?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, like private Christian schools, like
So would I be
there's a
good?
length.
No,
Since it's
no
above my
buns for guys.
No buns
That's-
for
that's
guys?
That's a
wrong.
radical
This is at Midland
hair.
Christian?
Yes.
What?
That's too much. Yeah.
Why?
It can't touch your collar or be over your ears.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
I mean, more than 50% of the year, they tell me to cut it. And a month later, they told me to cut it again. And then a month later, they told me to cut it again. I never cut it, but until like middle of the
What?
semester, I cut it.
I did not know
Yeah.
this about
Isn't that
Midland
crazy?
Christian.
Yeah.
What
There
are
a lot of
other weird rules?
You know the pants, they can't be like 2 or 3 inches above your knee.
Yeah.
I would be out of dress code.
I would too. Well, no, I wouldn't.
They don't touch my knee technically, so I'm out of
Yeah,
dress
so
code.
you're out of
What?
dress code.
Really?
Yeah.
You have to have a collared shirt, belt loop
Wow.
pants.
There's like a uniform.
That's a bummer because I really prefer short shorts. That's
I do
just me
too.
personally.
No, all of my shorts are way too short.
They're
Yeah.
more comfortable.
They are,
Weird
yeah.
ones? Are there any like weird ones like that normally aren't rules?
No gum.
Well, that's
No
that-
gun?
Gum.
Oh.
Both.
Both.
Whoa, yeah. True though, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a silence. I heard from an anonymous source. You'll have to tell me if this is accurate.
This
since
is
we're-
not at Midland Christian. If
This
I
is
know
at
what you're
Midland
gonna bring up.
Christian. What?
Is this this thing?
What thing?
The tapping for answers.
No, not
Okay,
that. Not
different.
that.
You can
Okay.
do that?
So people at a different public school here in Midland, they all know like a code, and they'll like go tap tap, and that's like for answer B, and they all take the
Yeah,
test at
it's
the
cheating.
same time.
Whoa.
I'm giving all of y'all.
No, Jesse,
y'all
why are you telling
no.
me?
disregard what I said.
We get like smoke and we like puff it in the air. 2 puffs of smoke
2
times
puffs.
B.
Why are
One
you
puff is
getting
air.
smoked? This seems like an ordeal to go through.
Like, yeah.
No, what I heard from an anonymous source who will remain unnamed is that some people are profiting by buying Jewel, and then the administration is doing like a buyback thing, and so they're like buying Jewel back from people at the school, and so people are like going and buying these things, and then the administration is buying it back for like $20, and they're making money buying and selling to the school.
Wait, so Midland Christian is selling jewels?
No.
Wait, I'm so confused.
No.
So they're trying to encourage you guys to like stop using jewels. So they're like,
Yeah.
we'll buy your jewel like stuff back
Yeah.
for more than it would cost. So like you go to the store and buy it for kind of like cheaper. Then you go and sell it to Midland Christian.
Or
You
you
make a
could
profit.
get Midland Christian.
I've
and
heard
start-
that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
I don't
That's
think
just
it's
a rumor. Just a rumor.
So administration
I
is
hope-
not
I
buying,
hope it's true.
like, is not saying, hey, you can drop your Jewel off, we'll buy it from you.
No. There's like, if you see someone like doing
There's a
drugs on school and you
$75
turn them in, then there's like,
A
You get a reward?
$75 reward.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
Dang.
goodness!
It's like a
There's a
school of
bounty.
snitches.
That's
Like,
It is.
Wow.
we
Can you
always
turn
threaten
yourself
our
in?
friends
Money.
with that.
can you turn yourself in?
Yeah,
Would
for
you-
75.
Do you want to be kicked out of the school and troubled by your parents for $75? Could you do it more than once and keep making $75?
There's got to be a loophole
That
here
would,
somewhere.
that would be pretty cool.
Wow.
So they're not buying back drugs from students.
I don't
No.
think so.
Okay.
That's what we heard through the grapevine.
I did hear that from a student, like that was legit happening at.
Well, it
Midland
depends
Christian.
which student, but you shouldn't say their
I'm
name.
not
no,
saying.
we won't say their name.
After the podcast.
Yes.
Can we just
Exclusive.
turn off the mics, like unplug them all, and then
Yeah,
There's still the
let
camera.
me mute them real quick. Let me mute them. Hold on.
Wait, you can do. Oh.
Yep. So
what?
Yeah.
Like, actually-
No way.
No, yeah,
No
don't
way.
say anything.
Legitimately.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
There's no way.
Why would that person
That-
say that? Like,
to me,
to you?
I know.
There's there's no way.
That's
Well, you'll have to
apparently.
confront them.
He has
You'll
like
have to
no
ask him.
friends. Like,
Wow.
Well, I
There's
think he's
no
got
way.
a few friends. I don't know.
Yeah. He's got a few friends. Apparently, friends in high places.
yeah, honest.
In high places.
I didn't mean it like that, Jesse. No, I didn't mean it like
Yes. Okay.
Your
Anyways.
bud won't stay in.
that. Well, tell it to stay inside.
Sucks to suck.
Well,
Save lives. Stay inside.
Stay home.
Anyways.
That's what I heard. So, any other crazy rules? The man, $75 to narc out your friend. That's crazy.
well, you could. I don't understand because you can't have pants that touch your knees, but you can have slides. It looks just as bad as if you had like no collared shirt and stuff. You can wear slides with socks.
No way.
At school,
What?
and it looks just as
So
bad.
you're wearing like your full uniform and you're wearing
And
then
flip
you're wearing
flops.
flip
That
flops.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is insane. I'll
Yeah.
tell you a funny story about a dress code. So I went on a cruise with my band as the entertainment. It was Royal Caribbean. Pretty fun. And they have a dress code at dinner. Have you ever been on a cruise?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know anything about the dress code?
It's fancy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell me
it
about...
is.
Here,
It's
come up on the mic. Tell me about the dress code.
You have to wear a suit and look nice.
Yeah, so what I was told is that you had to wear long pants, a collared shirt, and that was it. Like, those were the stated rules.
Oh no.
Those were the stated rules. And my friend, well, not a guy I knew. I'll say my friend. My friend, he wore like these really nice dress shorts, really nice short sleeve dress shirt, and really nice like Italian dress shoes. Like looked really fancy. And he got turned away at the door, even though he was like dressed really nice. And then I walked in to where they're like letting people in. I'm wearing khaki pants, so like they go just past my calves, and I'm wearing a dress shirt fully unbuttoned, and I'm wearing no shoes, and they let me in like that
boy.
Because
Yeah.
he didn't have a collared
because
shirt.
he didn't have the long pants.
What?
He didn't have long pants, so it was like even though he looked 1,000 times nicer than me, he was turned away because of that silly rule, and I was let
Showing
in
too much
literally
leg.
showing my belly button and like my full
Yeah, that's
chest.
fine. Yeah.
You could have been 1,000 times better with showing your chest.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's
Maybe
why I
that's
was
why
let in.
he was
Maybe
let
that's
in.
why.
Hey,
Like, oh, hi.
That's a good point.
There you go.
Was it a girl at the front?
No,
Oh,
Dang.
it's
it was a guy.
Doesn't.
The rules are good though.
I mean, if he walked in with, like, an unbuttoned shirt and a girl's like, oh,
hey,
you can go in.
But, like, a guy could do that, too.
Yeah.
But it's
a... Never mind.
Yeah, one of those ones that you just leave it there, don't dive into.
No.
Okay, back to the topic.
Yeah, right. We got all over the place.
I want to know what you're doing to stay. So you're kind of doing more personal related stuff. You're doing stuff with your family. But even still, like, there's an element to the church that I think often goes unstated, which is just the fellowship, like walking through life with other people. Because I think the truth is, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people, you can believe in God. A lot of people say they believe in God and they don't go to church. Like, church is not for them. That's not my sort of thing. But the benefit of church is the fellowship piece. So how are you filling in that piece of it? Like, how are you staying fellowshipping with other Christians during this?
I like how you turned fellowship into a verb. Fellowship.
You can turn anything into a verb.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, for me, just texting people and staying in touch.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
So I want to see if you guys have felt the same experience that I have. I've definitely felt during this time some, like, complacency, because it's like, we're not seeing each other in person, and, like, I can text them or I can Zoom them, but I'm just like, it's not as fun. I'm not, like, there's kind of a disconnect. I don't know if you guys feel that way too, but it's like when you stop seeing, like, your youth friends, do you guys, like, keep up with all of those people, or have you kind of neglected those relationships?
I don't keep up with all of the people in the youth group, but like my close friends that I feel like I have a strong relationship with, like, I'll just kind of get with them and just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing with me.
Yeah.
Like, you're just chatting via text or call or FaceTime or...
I mean, me and Elijah have been hanging out. I mean, I guess that counts as fellowship.
Just not touching each other.
That's FaceTime. That's FaceTime.
Yeah.
You're getting FaceTime?
Yeah.
You guys, like, have no idea what to think of that. Okay, I have one more question. This is a harder question. I want to dig into this a little bit more. Throughout this, I have felt like this is almost like a trial run for when you go away to college. And let me explain myself here. So, when you go away to college, no one is telling you or making you go to church. Like, no one is driving you to church anymore. Like, there's not a ride that can take you there. Like, it is entirely self-motivation, whether or not you plug into a faith community, whether or not you stay intimately connected with God. And the truth is, a lot of Christians, like strong Christians in a youth group, when they don't have that, like, driving factor anymore of their family encouraging them, they'll fall away. And they won't... It doesn't mean they're atheists. It doesn't mean they think there isn't a God, but they get disconnected from those communities. And that is really common in college. I feel like we've seen a similar thing here of, well, you no longer have, like, those physical things. Like, before, you'd come to youth group and, like, you have that thing that you do each week, and you get positive message and encouragement and fellowship and teaching, and you get to worship. And without that, it's like you have to entirely self-motivate whether or not you're going to connect with God, Do you have any thoughts about that relationship? I know that's a huge monster, like, topic. I just want you guys to speak into that and tell me your thoughts about that. Jessie, too. Anyone?
I think you're right that it's a lot similar because you really have to be proactive in how you're pursuing God. And if you just sit back and you're like, oh, well, I don't have a ride there, then you're just going to keep on getting farther and farther away from God. So you kind of just got to make the effort, and then it'll get easier, and you'll get friends at that church, and that'll motivate you later on.
Yeah. So kind of fake it till you make it sort of thing.
Like, like, my main thing on, like, if I want to do something new, I always have to, like, have another person do it with me. It's, like, really hard to do it by myself. Or, like, even if I do it by myself, it's really hard because sometimes I just awkwardly walk into a new church and then like it's really awkward. Like you are welcome, but it's not the same as your old church. Like if I were to go to a new church, it wouldn't be the same if like church wouldn't be the same without like the church I've been like basically growing up with.
Yeah, for sure. So do you guys have any plans when you do go away to college, which is way down the road, like to get connected into a church?
Before I go to the church, I want to make a friend. Like before I go and like maybe hang out with them before I go to church and get all like, yeah, I just want a relationship with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'll probably just find a church that, well, you can't really just find a church. Maybe if I know people in the area, I can just go to different churches and see which one like fits me the best. But
yeah,
for sure.
Jessie, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, for sure. So for me, Nathan and I actually both went to Christian colleges. He went to OCU, right?
They just called OC.
OC,
yep.
Oklahoma Christian. I went to ACU. And even though, and I feel like our experiences were relatively similar, but at least speaking for myself, even though I went to a Christian school, not everybody was Christian. Like there's a lot of fake people who said they believed a certain way, but it was definitely just like not what they really believed. But anyways, so for me, I definitely had like a faith journey in college. Like I wrestled with a lot of doubt and that kind of stuff. And so finding a church, like it was hard because like none of my friends went to church. Like my friend group didn't go to church. But the reason I kept going to church, even though I was wrestling with doubt, is because I got plugged in with the worship team and I loved doing that. And that was like the outlet that kept me going to church. And so I definitely encourage you guys, and you're like, what, gonna be sophomores? You have lots of time. I definitely encourage you guys, when you do find a church, like find a way to like get like connected, like a small group or like worship, volunteer, something that like drives you to keep going. Because I know a lot of people go through faith struggles, especially through college. So that's definitely my piece of advice for you guys.
Yeah. I kind of felt similarly, and I felt this like I was working at a church in college part-time, and then when I stopped working there, and like there was some hurt that came with that, it was like, man, I'm going to take a break from this. And I think to a degree taking a break from something can be healthy like that, but it wasn't until I got another position a few months later that I jumped back into it. I definitely waited too long to get back into it, which was not good. And it was the exact same thing of like when I'm not being made to do it, that's like when your faith is really tested, is like when it's your decision again, you know?
For sure.
People are good when they have one decision to make and that one option is a good option. But when you have multiple options laid out in front of you, each of varying degrees of, goodness or badness, that's where like you're really put to the test of like, am I going to lock in on this in a good way, or am I going to lock in on this in a bad way? Yeah. Do you guys have any final thoughts about that?
I feel like this time is going to kind of be a good thing down the road, because it's going to be like, oh, I already did that. I got through it, and I saw what the end of it was like, and yeah, it's kind of just good to see a similar situation.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are going to be the generation when you're grandparents someday and your like grandkids are whining, you're going to be like, man, you don't even know what it was like. I lived through coronavirus. We were all locked
inside for 2 years.
There was no toilet paper.
2 years. Oh my.
2 years.
Yeah, we couldn't even wipe. We were getting bidets.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Whose phone is that?
That was mine. What was it,
dude?
I think that's the emergency, like calling the police thing.
Did you just call the police?
Are they
Did the Amber Alert give you a shout out?
Dude, did you legitimately just call the police?
I don't know how to.
Uh-oh.
If you
Oh
hit,
my
I think you hit a button
goodness.
3 times. Here, I'll try and do it.
Oh my goodness.
See if I can do it.
And the
Yeah,
police
like
just
this.
No,
I'm
don't
not
call the police. Don't.
I do this all the time. See, call canceled. But
Don't
yeah, that's the same.
call the police.
They may be coming. They can join the podcast. It's fine. It's all good, guys. I think you're fine.
Why are you laughing? That's not funny.
It's fine. He's good.
I'm gonna leave my phone right there. I just put it down and just. Boop.
Yeah, that was weird.
All right. Well, that's the topic.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Now, for the final thing, what I want to do, because I think we dug into some good stuff here, I want to do a little game activity that I haven't communicated to anyone here yet. Can we do a little? Can someone sing a little jingle for game activity?
Game activity.
Nice.
Ding.
Ding.
Yeah, you have to have ding.
Yeah, there's always a ding. So you are going to close your eyes one at a time, and you are going to do
One eye at a time.
acoustic hide and seek. Okay? So,
Wait.
Dylan will close his eyes. Elijah will stand up and hide somewhere in this room.
Bed.
Dylan has to guess where they're hiding just based on the sounds he's hearing coming through the microphone.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Okay, and then same flip-flop.
Can I move right there so it gets this one? Or does it matter?
You can stand anywhere in the room. Yep.
I'll follow you.
All right, no, you keep your headphones on, so you sit right there. You're hearing all the microphones right now.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Yep,
Oh,
close your
sorry.
eyes. All right,
Didn't mean to.
all right. He's hiding. I'm going to let you listen, though. Oh.
Can I, like, choose which one to turn off?
No.
Dang it. I was gonna, like, turn off mine. Wait.
All right. He's ready. Don't look around.
Marco. What? Is he supposed to say something?
No.
What?
Nope. You had to listen to him get there.
Oh, is he right there?
No.
Use your words.
Yeah, you got to describe where it is.
Where is he right now?
Is he under the desk? To my
No.
left.
All right, Elijah, you can get out of your hiding spot. Don't look, Dylan. Don't look.
I'm not.
Come back over. Because you don't want to give away your hiding spots. All right. Dylan, you can open your eyes now. So now Elijah's going to close his eyes.
Can I just look this way?
No,
No,
there's
there's
a
a
mirror
mirror.
there. Cheater. All right. Close those eyes. Close them well.
Both.
Oh, no. Put your headphone back on.
Dang it.
Nice
Dang,
try.
cheater, okay.
All right.
I'm playing to my advantages.
Close your eyes.
Right.
All right. You can now guess where he is.
I don't know. Probably right by the desk in that area.
All right, Dylan, you can return back to your seat. Don't open your eyes, Elijah. All right, you can open your eyes. You were incorrect. First one to guess correctly wins. So
Wait, Nathan should go hide.
okay,
And both boys guess.
I'll go hide.
It's kind of hard. Can I move
You
this
face
like,
that way.
All right.
Gaze into each other's eyes now.
All right.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Oh wait, I need my headphones in.
Yep. Get your
That'd be
headphones.
cash money.
Okay. Okay, where is Nathan?
What?
I couldn't hear anything.
I couldn't either. Is he sitting on the green chair?
There are two green chairs.
The
Yes.
second one. The
Okay.
second
Are
one.
you both going with that answer?
Yes.
Dylan,
I know.
just open his eyes.
I open my eyes. I know where he is. He is not.
I can eat both.
I just watched you
I
look.
didn't
That's
even
why
mean
all the
to.
hearing
It's because my head
aids.
hit this, and I was really confused.
Okay, so now Jesse gets to hide.
Okay.
Whoever you might not want to guess the same answer because whoever guesses correctly wins.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought we were working as a team.
No, this is
No, there are
cutthroat.
no friends here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, close your eyes. Do not open them this
Don't
time.
cheat. Okay, ready?
My bad.
Bruh. She's throwing her shoes.
She's throwing her shoes?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. She is hiding. You can now guess where she is.
Sitting on the green chair that's facing me.
Sitting on the green... There is no green chair facing you.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't.
Well, the one that's farther from me.
Okay.
The farthest from me.
Okay. Elijah.
Behind the cabinet over there.
Behind the cabinet over there?
Yeah.
I will give you each one more guess.
Right.
Yep. Keep your eyes closed.
Underneath the desk.
Underneath the desk.
Or near the desk.
Near the desk.
Is she behind me?
Who said behind?
Me, Dylan.
No, she's not behind
What?
you. Okay. Jesse, you can come on back now.
You
Oh
can't
my
say
goodness.
that on a podcast.
Alright, you can open your eyes. The closest was Elijah.
I was crouching behind the trash can. This little trash can.
Right behind that baby little trash
It's
can.
by the desk.
I was
though.
closer.
That's near the desk.
I said
So near the desk.
the one that's like that right there. That's
You said the one pointing towards
Farthest.
you. Which one's the one pointing towards you?
that green one. The one, not the. I thought that one was flipped the other way.
Oh my goodness. How could we know? I thought you were talking about that one, the one furthest from you.
No, that one. But it doesn't matter. I would have gotten it wrong.
But if you
anyways.
take the 2 triangle points and yourself, the hypotenuse leads to the one towards the
Yes.
wall.
A square plus B
Come on.
square.
But which one makes more sense? This one is like.
You said the one pointed towards me and the one furthest from me.
Which one?
What does that
do
mean?
with that? What do you do
That
with
one was
that?
closer to us, and that one was farther and turned around towards me.
Dude, you have a weird picture of this room.
Yeah.
That's
I
okay.
guess.
I still think Elijah's our winner.
Elijah's
It's like
the
just
winner.
close enough.
Just close enough.
Wait, did you mean that cabinet?
No.
What
What
cabinet,
cabinet did you mean? I thought you meant that one.
The cabinet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that metal one? I was closer then.
Just
I
any of
was
the
closer
cabinets.
No, I guessed near the desk, and that was the one.
Well,
you
you
guessed.
you guessed under the
That's-
desk.
And then he said near
First,
the desk.
I said
I thought
no,
you meant
near
under
the
this desk.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Just
What?
any desk. Any desk.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was interesting.
That happened.
You guys are not good at listening through mono microphones and hearing where people are spatially in a room.
Maybe if we
Wow,
turn
that was
the
like a
sound
roast,
up
What if
all
we-
the way on
what if
all
we-
of them.
Took this home and started practicing
Took what home?
the microphone.
Yeah.
You want to take the microphone
No,
home?
the
Yeah.
whole setup.
The whole
The
setup.
whole thing.
The whole
We
thing.
can have our friends and we can rival y'all's.
And
Create your own podcast?
Yeah.
The
An
Michael
indie
Scott
podcast.
Paper Podcast?
I don't really watch The Office.
No.
Oh.
I've
Well,
never seen
That's
like
okay.
one episode.
Well, if you had a
I've seen
podcast, what would you
references.
name your podcast?
Don't suck.
For the boys or Don't Suck or Imagine? Imagine.
Imagine.
Imagine there's no people.
Oh.
It's easy if you try.
Honestly, I'll just do.
It was very creepy.
I'll name it "Don't Suck" and then make fun of people falling.
What?
It's the whole podcast.
That's the podcast?
That's
I
the
like
podcast.
it
We
though.
just
I
have
listen
random
to
people
it.
from our grade or something and just have them on the podcast.
Yeah.
It could be us
Just
two.
say "Don't suck" and see where they go.
Well, the hope is eventually at some point with this podcast,
We could have.
it's called 10 Under. We want to have 9 people on at some point
Oh.
and directly hit
And
that
have
10
it
Under number.
student-led.
Have you listened to like? Well, I don't think I've listened to the Misfits.
The
But it's
Misfits? Yeah, I've seen.
You have?
I know of the Misfits. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do something like that.
Where they're holding the mics like that.
Yeah, well, do they hold the mics?
Yeah, they hold the mics.
Oh, never mind.
Social Club Misfits. Who are you talking about?
Like Fitz and like
Yeah,
the guy named Fitz.
I thought you said Misfits.
I did.
Right.
There's a guy like.
We might be
He's a
talking 2
YouTuber.
different things here.
He's a gaming YouTuber.
Oh, okay, yeah, different people here.
Different. Okay. I don't listen to 60-year-old guys.
60-year-old guys? Is that who I listen to?
Yeah.
Oof.
Ooh.
Roasted.
Ouch, my dad's not even 60.
My dad's almost 60.
Really?
I
I'm
don't
sure
know
he'd
how old my
appreciate you
dad
saying
is.
that live on air.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I don't
It's like
think Ben's
52.
that old.
That's still close to
But
60.
he looks young.
Yeah, he looks great.
He
for
looks
his
like
age.
42. Maybe.
Who's your dad again?
Yeah, say it on the air. No.
Yeah, I don't know who Ben Wall is.
Oh!
Well, it's been good, guys.
This has been fun.
It's been a good time.
bien.
Let's end on that note.
Only the real ones will know.
Yeah, I'm not in Spanish. I'm in Spanish 1. You probably
It's a vine.
Well, this has been 10 Under.
Yep.
The podcast with music, hide and go seek,
November 13th.
students, Jessies,
Nathan's.
man buns, and lots of good discussion. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Alright, I want to see your best dance right now. Your best headbang. Ready? Right here. Your best headbang. I want to see it. Best headbang. Ready? Go. Right now. To the music. Come on, do the music. Go! Go! You got a headbang. Come on, Dylan.
There's someone serious talking. Serious talking on someone's phone.
Bye.